Yo, what's good, fam? Look, if you're struggling with building confidence in your life and struggling with low self-esteem, I want you to understand that it's quite simple on how to do it. I wasn't taught on how to do it, and it took me over 25 years to figure out how to build confidence where I finally was able to stop showing up afraid and feeling small and unconfident when it came down to social skills, dating, my physique, my lifestyle, all of it. So I want you to understand what it takes in order to do it. I'm gonna break that down here in this video. And I'm also gonna share something for the ladies towards the end, because I know there's a lot of ladies that are on my platform that also struggle with confidence and self-esteem. I've got a couple of gems for you all too. So make sure you watch all the way through to get those gems at the end. And if you haven't, make sure that you subscribe and share this at the end to somebody that you know that may need help that's also struggling with these things. So let's get straight into it. First things first, confidence is built. A lot of people have fuck up from square one with thinking that you're either born with it or not, or you have to have some type of special thing or not. No, confidence is built. Self-esteem is built. It's all in what you do, what you think, and how you feel about yourself. Simple. And if you like, okay, yeah, I hear you, but how do I do that? Confidence is built. If you want to be confident in any area of your life, whether it's social skills, being able to communicate with beautiful girls, people in general, you want to be able to have confidence when it comes down to girls and dating, you want to have a confidence in your physique and your appearance, you want to have confidence in your lifestyle and what you're doing in success. It's all about what you do. You got to actually get reps in, because let me break down what confidence is, because some people think confidence is just some type of energy or aura, which it is, but really confidence is just you giving yourself evidence that you've done something difficult or challenging and you've accomplished something. That's why I tell y'all, know, if you're not new here, I develop athletes, and especially with basketball, when I'm dealing with my basketball players, I tell them all the time, when they're first starting out learning how to shoot a basketball, you're not gonna be confident 9 times out of 10 because you haven't given yourself enough reps and enough evidence of you putting the ball through the basket. Once you put yourself in enough situations, gotten enough reps in, and seeing enough reps of you putting the ball through the basket, you're gonna grow confidence, because it's like your brain knows I've done this successfully a lot of times. That's what confidence is. So for the guys, so many guys that struggle with confidence when it comes down to girls and dating, I know that's a big one, and I really want to hit on that one in this video. Understand, a lot of you all, in a nutshell, you don't talk to enough girls. That's the harsh reality that I had to realize with my own life, and I'm telling you now, y'all don't have enough conversations. So what typically happens is a lot of y'all see a beautiful girl and you haven't gotten the reps in, so you already in your head. For one, a lot of y'all don't have the self-worth and the self-esteem, and you don't even think that you measure up to the girl or capable. So you don't even have the self-esteem. So with that, you don't even shoot your shot. I'll touch on that in a second. So it's either that, or what happens is you shoot your shot and you shoot it awkwardly because you struggling to figure out what to say, when in reality, if you were already having enough conversations, you would have already known, you would have probably had 4 or 5 different things as far as common openers where you can just spit out the line because you've done it enough times where it's just second nature. Just like driving a car. At the first time when you start to learn how to drive, the mechanics are not smooth with driving. You have to really kind of key in, and over time, with every time you get behind the wheel, it becomes more and more natural to the point where everything that you do behind the wheel, it becomes second nature, where you don't even have to think about it because you've gotten enough reps in. So if you want to build confidence with girls, start talking to more girls. No, you don't have to ask them out in particular, but you should be able to stop a girl and, if nothing else, hey, excuse me, I know this is random, but I was just walking by and I saw you all passing and thought you were cute, and I just wanted to stop and say, what's up? What's your name? Something along those lines. Now, I have a variety of different openers, but I just gave you one that you can do. And I just said it, and I probably could have given y'all the way that I say it, because it's not even what you say, it's how you say it. But you'll learn that as you get reps in. The whole point is you have got to get reps in. That's something that what I just gave you, if you haven't done that to at least 20 to 50 girls, then you ain't even in the game. You just got to get reps in, because what's going to happen once you've done that 20 to 50 times, the nerves aren't going to be there. It's just like, okay, I've talked to a number of girls. A lot of y'all, if we keeping it real, you haven't talked to 20 or 50 girls. I'm not talking about girls that you know, but I'm talking about girls that you don't know and you actually approaching that you're interested in. You probably haven't talked to 20 to 50 girls in your whole life. So you got to get reps in. So that's square one. And as you get reps in through those early periods, you're going to have some situations that don't go anywhere. Some of them you may fumble. Some of them that may not be great. And then you're going to have some scenarios where, damn, the girl, something about you she actually likes, and you start a conversation with her and y'all just hit it off and y'all vibing. Once you see that a couple of times, you've given your brain feedback. Oh, I really can do this. I've actually stopped a girl, successfully started a conversation, successfully got her to really vibe with me where we connected, successfully got her phone number, and it builds up to going on a date. That's what happens. And then once you've seen success, you're going to start feeling good. Like, oh, well, if you haven't come across your dream girl, you're more than likely going to want to try and see if you can do this with other beautiful girls you see. And the more successful reps that you get, starting conversations, having conversations, shooting your shots with girls, your confidence is going to build. So in a nutshell, you build confidence with dating, with women, with your social skills by getting reps in. Talk to girls. I don't care how you do it. At least my goal for each and every last one of you, if you starting out, 5 new conversations a day. If you in a store, if you in a park, if you someplace, find a way to say something to 5 girls that you do not know throughout the day. Or at least bare minimum 5 to 10 a week. That's 2 a day if you do pick 5 days out of the week where you're going to do it. And that's a micro number. For my clients, people that I work with and I help, I tell them at least 3 to 5 on a day-to-day basis. So that's anywhere between 21 and 35 girls or conversations or interactions that they're gonna put themselves in a situation. And I'm telling you, if you do that 21 to 35 times a week, you're not gonna tell me over the course of 2 weeks, over the course of a month, that your confidence isn't gonna build through the reps. So you gotta do that. I don't even care if you talk to the store clerk. Start having conversations. I started doing that with everybody. It wasn't just the attractive girls. I started just having conversations, asking interesting questions, giving a compliment on somebody's outfit, just to regular people, whether I was attracted to them or not. Why did I do that? Because it mattered. The more reps I got, I'm building muscle memory. That way, when I do get in front of the girl that I really want, that I'm really attracted to, and even if there are nerves, because don't get me wrong, when you're doing this, the nerves aren't gonna go away. It's not gonna affect my performance or how I communicate, because how I communicate is on autopilot. I don't have to think about, oh, what am I gonna say to her? I've got reps from all of these other conversations I've had where I can just rinse and repeat. Say something to her like I've said to these other people, give a compliment like I've said to these other people, ask an interesting question or get her thoughts on something just like I've asked these other people. And that way It's just confident. You're gonna be confident because it's like, you know what? I've been here before. I ain't doing nothing that I haven't already done. That's how you build confidence. Now, when it comes down to confidence as well, you gotta be working on your physique. So many people, you're not confident because if you look in the mirror, you are not proud of what it is you see. And that carries, if you out of shape or if you a twig, you don't have a optimized physique, you're not gonna feel confident the way that you really need to because it's an energy. The people who have worked on their body, worked on their fitness, their physique, they carry an aura because they've seen results from work, from reps that they put in over a period of time where they built arms. If you see somebody that's got a muscular chest, that's got big arms that can flex, that's got a flat midsection, or whatever, a toned body, that didn't just happen by accident. They know that they had to do trial and error. They had to work at something, getting reps in after rep after rep, until they got the results that they wanted. You're gonna have confidence when you built a good physique because, for one, you had to go and do something to earn that. You had to work at that. And you giving yourself evidence, like for me, I told you I was always the fat fucker. I was always overweight. If you not new here, if you watched my last video, I shared on my family, on my dad's side that I grew up with, they call me Fat Boy. Like, that was my nickname. It wasn't Daryl, it wasn't D. Lee, it wasn't Diego. Well, that's what my family on my mom's side called me, Diego. But like on my dad's side, it wasn't Daryl or D. Lee, it was Fat Boy. I was always overweight until my mid-20s because I didn't have confidence. I didn't have self-esteem. I didn't know or have what it was that I needed to build a good physique. And when I got to the point, I made up my mind after I got sick, you know what? I don't care if I see the results. I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to show up day in, day out, and I'm going to work on something. Working on my physique. One day I'm getting in there, I'm lifting, hitting the weights, doing my cardio. Next day, I'm getting in there. I'm working on my core, full core workout. I'm getting my cardio. Next day, I'm lifting. I'm working on my weights, hitting chest, arms, back, everything. Next day, I'm working on my core and working on my cardio. And over a couple of months, 3 months, when I started seeing results where it's like my arms are getting bigger, my chest is getting bigger, my stomach is slimming and getting more toned, I got more confident. And it got even crazier because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's not even just gonna be your own confidence from you seeing what you're creating and what you're doing and how you changing yourself. Other people are gonna see that too. And your confidence hits steroids when you see other girls or other people saying like, dang, bro, what you doing in the gym? Or damn, like, asking questions on how did you do certain things, or girls giving you compliments and stuff, which is gonna happen. I'm telling you, as prime example, I went most of my life without getting compliments, and it was weird when I started like actually having girls tell me like, you look nice. And I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. Shit is different because they're gonna start saying stuff that you didn't imagine. Like for me, one thing that I started hearing, a lot of girls would start saying like, you have a really nice smile, and I know y'all gonna be like, okay, but let me tell you the disclaimer. I knew that's not really what it was because I've always had this smile. I never had braces ever. I've always had the smile that I have. Nothing changed. When I was overweight, I had this smile. When I didn't have a muscular build, I had this smile. But I didn't get compliments. I didn't get girls saying things to me. It's the body that you build. Like if you look, that adds to everything else. So I'm just giving you that as a disclaimer. You're going to start having these things happen. And when other people are noticing what you're doing too, that just even further affirms what you already know and confirms what you already knew that you were doing. Confidence shoots up even more. So I'm telling y'all, confidence is built with girls, with dating, with social skills, with how you see yourself, your physique, your fitness. It's built. It's same thing with your lifestyle. What are you doing? If the people that are confident in their life, they're doing something that they love doing. It's a lot of folks here. You may be building a business. You may be trying to build a platform or something, a career, something. When you spent enough time working at something, getting reps in, and you become successful at something and you see evidence of something that you've been working at, it actually works, and it's something that's a really good thing, you're gonna be confident because you've given yourself evidence. I built this. And for most of those things, I'm a content creator. I'm telling you, if you build a platform, especially guys, you starting out from scratch, you building that shit from the ground up. It ain't like you a girl that may be attractive and you may have something to kind of help bring people in or gravitate towards you. If you a man and you have a popping platform, a successful business, or whatever the case is, you didn't just get that by accident. You built that, and you're gonna be confident because you spent time, you spent reps working at something until you got it. So this is how you build confidence. For the fellas, that's it. Get whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever it is you want, whether it's your physique, whether it's your dating, whether it's women, whether it's your lifestyle, get reps in, get started, getting reps in, doing things to give yourself that evidence that, you know what, I'm capable. I've done this. I've been here. Period. That's it. And if you need help, before I get to the ladies, any of you all that are struggling with this in your life, whether it's your physique, whether it's your social skills, dating, lifestyle, and you're not confident or you don't have the self-esteem, I have a program and a community that I created specifically for people, men or women, looking to try and build your confidence, your self-esteem, whether that's relationships, dating, lifestyle, physique, fitness, whatever the case is. I've got that information in the description. Hit me up over in IG, DM me, and we can have a conversation if that resonates with you, to see if I can help you get the results and the lifestyle that you want, to have the confidence and the self-esteem that you want to have. And for the ladies, when it comes down to confidence and self-esteem, it's all about your self-talk. I'm taking a different approach with you all because a lot of you all don't have thoughts or self-talk that aid you having high self-esteem. Having self-esteem is the regard and the adoration that you have for yourself. That's what esteem is. So what you have to do, every last one of y'all, at some point in the morning, y'all get in the mirror when y'all getting yourself ready to start y'all's day, or at some point, even if it's multiple times, when you're in the bathroom in front of a mirror, speak life into yourself. Literally, when you can see yourself, tell yourself things that you know you need to hear. I'm her. I am beautiful just the way I am. I provide value to people. I am highly valuable. I am beautiful. I love the body that I'm in. Or if you don't, I am creating the body that I love to have. All of these different things. I'm giving examples. I'm just throwing things out. What I'll do is I also have something that I created, an affirmations list for women. If you struggle with affirmations that I made for my 3 younger sisters, one is a teenager, 2 are young adults in their early 20s. I've made it something that'll help you. If that's something that you want, hit me up over on Instagram. I'll share that with you so that you have a list of things that you can speak life into yourself, because that's so important, how you talk to yourself. That's how you build esteem. And it's not gonna happen overnight because you've had a long period of time of talking to yourself negatively and not giving yourself the things that you need. But with each passing day you do this, you are reprogramming how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself. And you ain't gonna say something long enough and you don't start believing it. Especially if you go out here and start moving like what it is that you say you are. That, like I said, so you're not just saying these things to yourself, but you actually carrying the actions that line up with what you're saying about yourself. If you think that you're beautiful, you're going to carry yourself that way. If you're not physically where you want to be, you're going to start working on your physique and doing things that's going to make yourself look better. You're going to start doing things that just make you feel better about yourself. So you got to do those things and understand confidence is just, for ladies, it's how well you know yourself. Another thing I want you to do to build your confidence, sit down and ask yourself and call out what your strengths are, your best qualities and your strengths. If you weren't you and you were your best friend or somebody that knew you well, the same thing that those people would say that they like about you, I want you to pinpoint the things that you like about you or you think other people like about you, that's your strongest qualities. And when you understand what your strong suits are and your qualities, you're telling yourself and showing yourself that there's a lot of things about you that's great, and you're gonna be more confident because you're not gonna be out there feeling like, you know what, I ain't shit, I ain't nothing, I'm worthless. You can't do that if you understand the great qualities that you do have. So that's so important to do, and I promise if you do these things and start doing it consistently, make it a part of your everyday regimen. Just like you get up, you take a shower, you get up, you brush your teeth, you get up, you get dressed. These are things that has to become daily non-negotiables. And I promise you, your confidence and your self-esteem will go up. Same thing I told the fellas, if you need help building your confidence and self-esteem, I work with women too. I've helped my sisters, female friends of mine, and other women that I know as well. Let me help you. Same thing, you can hit me up over on Instagram, send me a DM, we'll talk about it. I've got a community and a program specifically for it, and if it resonates with you, I'll see you on the other side. And for everybody that's seeing this, the confidence and self-esteem that you want so that you can feel the way that you really want to feel and need to feel in your life, it's waiting on you. But you got to do the work and you got to build it. And like I always tell you, where you go and what you do in your life is 100% all on you, fam. And you got it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this to somebody that you know that needs this. Know that I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, peace and love.